Hello and welcome to this edition of the COLAC Herald Sports Smash. I'm Lachlan, Cowlishaw, beside me is Ben Martin, as always. Big weekend of sport in the footy and netball. Few upsets and a few results that didn't surprise us at all. So let's get stuck in the footy now with Ben.
Thanks, Loch. As you said, a few upsets there. Now we're going to start off with the GFL. Speaking of upsets, COLAC Tigers against the third place Leopold Lions scored a bit of an upset there. Got that good start they were hoping for in the previous weeks, and it really went a long way in this win. They defeated Leopold 12-13, 85 to 8-8, 56. Kane Leeson in a best on ground performance for the Tigers, kicked 5 goals, while Cal Buchanan chipped in 3 of his own. Dean Felikas, a fellow Tiger, also played one of his best games for the season to help him in that win there. So a very valuable win to keep their finals hopes alive. Straight into the CDFL news now. Elvie 16-5, 101 defeated Apollo Bay 14-10, 94 at Apollo Bay Recreation Reserve. So a good away win on the coats there for the young Swans. For Elvie, Tom McCrickard kicked 4 goals, while Luke McCarthy and Andre De Lorenzo were the Swans' best. For Apollo Bay, Jake Cooper kicked 4 goals, while Jack Pascoe was Apollo Bay's best. Might also mention that Cam Tate kicked 3 goals in his first game of the season, so he's definitely one to watch for Apollo Bay in the remainder of the season. In the next game now, Lorne v Otway Districts. The Dolphins got up 17-14, 116 to 5-2, 32 at Jellybrand Recreation Reserve. Ted Stephen kicked 3 goals, along with Luke Norton and Rod Matthews, who also chipped in 3. Ted was the Dolphins' best at the weekend. And for Otway Districts, Martin Angus kicked 2 goals, while Stewie Sutherland played another good game there for the Demons. In the next game, Birregurra, a pretty big win here for the reigning premiers. They defeated Illawarra Beak 13-15, 93 to 4, 28. This is at Illawarra Recreation Reserve, so in front of the Bombers' home fans there. So Christian Kelly kicked 5 goals for Birregurra, while young gun Tommy Cotton was their best. For Illawarra Beak, Joel Menzies kicked 2 goals, while Daniel Smith off the back flank was Illawarra Beak's best. The next game now, a big win here for Forest, 126 defeated Western Eagles 11-7, 73. Now it's just one quarter that really hurt the Eagles there, the first one, but it really sort of hurt their chances in the game there. This was at Illawarra Recreation Reserve. For Forest, Ben Hood really getting his season going. He kicked well 7 goals there, so he's really on fire lately. Matty Owen was the Lions' best in that one. For Western Eagles, the recruit Jake Reed kicked 4 goals, while the ruckman Peter Morris was
very good.
Western Eagles' best there. And in the final game, before I pass you over to Loch, South Colac 8-13, 61 defeated Colac Imperial 6-6, 42 to keep the Cataroo Cup at Joiner Reserve. This game was at Western Oval though, by the way. Ben Cox and Clay Brewer each kicked 2 goals each for South Colac in a bit of an inaccurate day for the Roos, while Jake O'Dwyer justified his VCFL training squad selection there with the best on ground performance for South Colac, one of many this season. Colac Imperials, Andrew Scott and Tyson Finnegan kicked 2 goals at home, while Paul Finn won plaudits from their coach for his job on Clay Brewer. That's it for the CFL footy now. I'll pass you over to Loch.
Thank you very much. Justified. Good word. Like it. GFL news now. Let's not muck around. We got the netball. The COLAC Tigers took on Leopold, and Leopold came away with the points. 51-38 winners there. Tigers had a good first half but fell away a touch in the second half. Courtney Coulahan scored 27 goals. Caitlin Hammond had 11. Rachel King, she's a bit of a superstar apparently. She had 34 goals for Leopold, and Shelley Scott and Nikki Cook took the best on court votes for their respective side. Now, in COLAC District Netball news, Apollo Bay took on Elvie. Elvie got the win here, 33-25 eventual winners. Bit of a close game, but the Hawks were just a little bit unfit by all reports in the end. Chelsea McLeod had 18 for Elvie. Annie Legault, the recruit from Melbourne, she had 13 for the Hawks. Cindy Throckmorton, the former coach, she was best on court for Elvie, and Apollo Bay's young gun Laura Taylor got the best on court votes for the Hawks. Illawarra Beak versus Birregurra now. This was a one-sided match as expected. 75-16 was the final score to the reigning Premier Bombers. Casey Johnson had 51 goals. Chelsea Hillman, she was thrown into the attacking circle in the second half, scored 16 goals. Bit of a sneaky goaler there apparently. Courtney Lawson had 9 for Birregurra. Casey Johnson and Jessica Whedon had the best on court votes for Illawarra Beak and Birregurra respectively. COLAC Imperials versus South COLAC. This was the most exciting game of the round. Our first draw of the netball season. 36 apiece at the end, at the final whistle at Western Oval there. Candy Robbins had 27 goals in the absence of Rebecca Scott, who wasn't playing. Megan Kerr went into goals and had 9. Sarah Bark, 19 goals. She's the recruit and she's doing quite well. Sarah Morrissey, best on court for COLAC Imperials. And Chelsea Spears, a familiar name, best on court for South COLAC. Into the next game now. Otway District secured their 3rd win of the season. This was a win against Lorne. It was down at Jellybrand Recreation Reserve. A good win here for the Demons and a bit of a confidence booster. Otway Districts won 47-42 in the end. Nanine Oborn, I said she would be important in the preview, and she was. 37 goals. Eliza Larkin had a good return for Lorne with 28 goals. Rowena Gleeson was Otway District's best, and the Lorne coach Carly Entercott gave herself the votes again. 3 votes. Well done, Carly. Western Eagles versus Forest now. The Eagles were too good in this one. 65-37 winners. A bit of a one-sided affair. The defenders dominated. Danielle Bowen had 38 for the Eagles in attack. She played very well alongside Jenny Fish, who had 26. Rachel Morrow had 26 goals. Danielle Bowen was the best for the Eagles, and for Forest, Louise Dare got best on court votes. Now, we had a bit of a discussion about our favourite part of the show, which is happening right now, the COLAC Herald Sports of the Week. We've decided to give it, controversially, we'll get a lot of feedback on this, to 2 teams, South COLAC and COLAC Imperials. The 2 netball teams have played out the first draw of the season and added some spice to the netball season. Do you agree, Ben?
That's right. It's really it's mixed up, the netball season, that's for sure. Obviously, COLAC Imperials yet to lose a game this season, and it's the closest they've come to losing, but managed to hold on there. I think South COLAC held a 3-goal lead there late in the game, but came back firing back even though they didn't have Beck Scott. But are both a great effort from both teams, and it's just good to see that the competition is really heading up in the second half of the season. That's
fantastic. And let's not go past Ben Robin Hood as well. His 7 goals were pretty good for Forest. Not that we're giving it to him, we're giving it to the netballers. Thanks for joining us. From Ben and myself, we'll catch you next week.
See ya.
See ya.